first and foremost, we want to say thank you. Each and every one of you at one point or another has contributed to what we have achieved and what we will further achieve as we move down the road. I could not feel more appreciative than to the community of Grundy Center and all of the stakeholders here in the school district. The support has been amazing, and we greatly appreciate that. Obviously, the project is underway. So those of you that remember the front common doors are no longer there, and the new will begin to replace those things that we need to become more efficient and effective. With our project, we are focusing on four main things: safety and security, infrastructure, space constraints, and also updating classrooms. Those have been a challenge in the recent economic times, but we are going to do everything we can to make sure our kids have the best environment possible. We have a great group that's going to make a presentation. Behind me, you have the city mayor, Paul Eberlein, Barb Smith as the county supervisor, and also as one of our task force members. She did a fantastic job and has always been very involved with us, and we greatly appreciate that. Nick Liston from Canco, Carl A. Nelson and Company will present, along with Art Baumgartner. My name is Robert Hughes. I'm the superintendent of schools, and it's a privilege to work with you and for you. And my sincere appreciation goes out to the entire community, but I'd be remiss not to mention board members. So Andy Lebo is the board president, Mary Breifogel is the vice president, Steve Martins, Kent Benega, and Shane Blythe serve as board members. They're in the front row there. So please offer your appreciation to them also after we're done with our presentation, because the amount of time and energy they put into this has been tremendous, and we greatly appreciate that. Along with that leadership, we have our administrative team. And our administrative team, which includes Brian Sammons at the elementary, Dan Breifogel, who's assistant principal K-12, Michael Vokes at the middle school, high school, Bob Munson with technology and curriculum, Matt Lindeman as our AD, and Kenny Young as our buildings and grounds director. They all have contributed much time and energy, and we greatly appreciate their leadership, time commitment, and thoughtfulness. And above all, let's not forget why we're really here, and that's the students. That's for the kids. And we are really excited to be able to make improvements that will replace all of our windows on the 1950s end, along with overcladding the building, getting a new roof, and a new HVAC system. Much of those are unseen and unknown, but will make a huge difference to students. So with that, it's my honor and pleasure to introduce the mayor of the city of Grundy Center, Paul Eberlein.
Well, Superintendent Hughes, school board, administration, teachers, congratulations. This is a major, major project, and Grundy Center is only going to improve by getting this accomplished. There are a few things that for a town to thrive, you need to have an excellent school system, and we have been blessed for many, many years of having a wonderful school system, and that's kudos to the people that have been involved for many, many years. I will tell you, I have a little bit of a soft spot in my heart. My graduating class was the first class to graduate out of this portion of the school 51 years ago, I must say. And I will tell you that you could, from that house that just burned last night, you could hear the first bell and you could make it to your seat in your room, in your homeroom, before the second bell. And that was done many, many days. So anyway, but congratulations to everyone concerned. We are excited from the city of Grundy Center for this project to get underway and get completed, because it's going to be something fantastic. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for supporting Grundy Center and the school system. It's now my pleasure to introduce Barb Smith, our District 5 Supervisor.
It's a pleasure to be here this evening. In February of 21, I was asked to be part of a task force to see what was possible to take care of our physical plan of our school district. It was a large group. It was a very well thought out group, I felt. Community members, educators, parents, administrators, school board members, the technical people that make our school buildings work. And we spent 5 months meeting at least once a month for 2-3 hours, physically looking at every single one of our buildings and analyzing with a SWOT analysis to determine the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that our buildings posed to us. We had a lot of help from ISG, and they have done this numerous times with great success. It was a very well-honed process, and it was all in the run-up of deciding what we needed to do with our infrastructure, and then to find out how much money our community would support towards that. I'm very proud of our community. We passed our bond issue vote with a comfortable margin, which doesn't happen very often anymore. And in doing so, we knew that the propensity would be there for all of our property taxes to go up, but the emphasis and the pride we have in our community and in our school system led an overwhelming margin of people to vote that way. In the end, our money didn't go as far as we thought because we ended up in a time of unprecedented inflation, but the main focus, the first primary focus, is safety and security. So once again, that is a testament to how we value our students, and I was very proud to see how this all had evolved and that we're up to this point today. And I'd like to introduce Nick Liston, who is with the construction company that will be carrying this out. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Nick Liston. I'll be the project manager for Carl A. Nelson Inc. Company on this project. I'd like to start out by saying that I'm proud and honored to be standing in front of you as a lifelong resident of Grundy Center and a graduate of Grundy Center Community School District. Carl A. Nelson and Company is very proud of having this opportunity to serve as the construction manager for the school improvements project at the secondary and elementary buildings, and we are pleased to have a chance to say a few words. Congratulations to you all on the start of this exciting project. This facility and project is a tremendous asset to the community. You all have so much to be proud of. I'd like to give special thanks to Superintendent Robert Hughes, administration, and leadership group for putting their faith and trust in us to be a part of this great team. It has truly been a pleasure working with this team through the pre-construction phase. I've had the opportunity to sit in many meetings with Mr. Hughes, the school board members, school staff, and ISG architects to witness their remarkable passion and vision for this facility. We will be working diligently through the phasing plan, working west to east on the secondary building. The renovation work at the elementary building will take place during the summer of 2024 and complete by the 24-25 school year. Our goal is to have phase 1 for the summer, for the safe and secure addition, complete by the complete by the end of the year. We hope to get started with the building pad preparation, concrete footings and foundations within the next few weeks. Let's all keep our fingers crossed for improvements in equipment manufacturing lead times and ideal weather conditions. We have a great group of contractors on board for this project, of which 73% of the construction cost is being performed by contractors that are from within a 40-mile radius of Grundy Center. In closing, congratulations again to the school district and community on this exciting project. I look forward to standing here with you upon the successful completion of this project. Thank you.
name is Art Baumgartner. I'm an architect and project manager with ISG. I'm sure I'll repeat several points that others have already mentioned, but I'd like to tell you the story of these projects from the design team's perspective. As with any large capital improvement project for a school district, the process can take a while to develop, and there can be high points and a few challenging spots as well. Our process began around 4 years ago when the school district engaged us to undertake a facility maintenance study. Like a lot of smaller rural school districts, there was much work to be done, especially in the older parts of the secondary school. Infrastructure like HVAC, plumbing, exterior siding, and roofing issues were in need of repair or replacement. There were safety and security issues that we thought needed to be addressed. And there were space issues and classroom updates that were required at both schools. Then the world shut down. And if the global pandemic taught us anything, it's that we're better together, especially our children's education. We did our best with online learning models, but there really is no substitute for that hands-on learning, collaboration with peers, and instruction from passionate teachers. And when the world opened back up, the community school district, the design team, the community, the school district, and our design team, we had a renewed sense of purpose to invest in and improve the school's facilities. We undertook the bond referendum process. As Barb pointed out, passed with great success, along with a voted PEPL and sales tax revenue purpose statement. That success is just a testament to the great work this school district is doing. When was the last time you saw our state and federally elected officials pass a bill with 60 to 70% support? Just a great testament to your community and the support for education. So for our design team, after that bond referendum was passed in 2021, that's when our work really began. For over a year, our team worked tirelessly to deliver a project that achieved your 4 main priorities: to invest in infrastructure, to improve safety and security, to address space issues, and to improve learning environments where we could. Countless meetings with district leadership, faculty, staff. We explored over 60 different designs before we arrived at the final design. I should note that it was during this time that Canco was brought aboard and brought Nick and his team onto the project, and they have been a tremendous partner through this whole process, shepherding the project through the most volatile bidding climate I've seen in my career. Grundy Center should be proud of Nick. He's been an incredible project manager since coming aboard. I'll wrap up with personal thank you to Robert Hughes, the Grundy Center School Board, and the school administrators, Michael Oakes, Brian Sammons, Dan Breifogel. Throughout the past year, your feedback and support through the whole design process has been tremendous. I've gotten to know all of you on a personal level, and I feel like a welcome member of the community. Heck, I even had a window open on my desktop of your state championship football win when I was writing the final specifications for this project. In some respects, while our design work is complete, we'll be here to support you and the Canco team throughout the construction process. As I saw your players do during the championship game, I'll hold up 4 fingers to remind us that we're in the 4th quarter, and let's finish strong. Thanks.
We are so fortunate. Transitions that Julie and I have made to the community have been challenging, especially in these times. But what makes me really proud is to look out in the audience and see all of you that are completely committed to Grundy Center, whether you're a spouse or a neighbor or an adopted extended relative now. There's a number of you that I feel that way in my heart, and I just want to express that to you because you're a unique group to come together for this event. So thank you again. These are magnificent times, and Grundy Center has so much to be proud of because we've done and had so many achievements. I step back and I think about our core vision and mission and how we connect with people. We build relationships. We learn from one another, and we take and pursue excellence as no other. Whether we're talking about the football field, the track, the classroom, the robotics field, whatever it be, our commitment is huge. We're coming up to Teacher Appreciation Week next week. If you can, please reach out to a teacher and express your gratitude, because it's tremendous what they do. And that's with all of our staff. It just happens to be Teacher Appreciation. Principals was Monday, and so we greatly appreciate our principals also. That leadership and support for kids is tremendous, but it takes the parents, the neighbors, the community members to really see that through. We do have so many successes and awards. There is the awards ceremony immediately after this. 6:30 is the reception, and 7 p.m. will be the awards in the auditorium. Easiest and quickest is around the west side of the building. But as far as awards, and oftentimes we don't talk about these, but our high school has been listed for multiple years in the U.S. World and News as a top high school in the country. State football and the Hatchell Cup, you can't pass that. Coach, thank you so very much. And what a testament. Why would he ever come to this? That's the type of man and the type of programs that we run here. So I really appreciate that. The Iowa Report Card. Our middle school is a high performing. Our elementary and high school are commendable. We are recognized at the national level. Just watch, because there's going to be more coming as we go into the fall and through next year. We definitely carry out our mission and vision of connecting, learning, and growing together. And I look back at history. First graduating class, 1890, 133 years ago. 1939, we built the high school over a couple blocks from here, which is now the maroon and white kids campus, an early childhood center that's been completely renovated and new HVAC in it. 1957, the East Wing was built 66 years ago. It's solid as far as a building. There's some things that we can do with tiling and getting some moisture out, and by overcladding and re-roofing, we are back to a solid foundation. 1972, went on the West High School. And that's 51 years ago, as noted by the mayor, which I did not realize he was one of the first graduates. 1996, we built the elementary. That's 27 years ago. And every time I've ever toured this community, I've been introduced to the elementary as if it's a brand new building. And oh my God, the vision, for those of you that served on the board previously and you were building that building, it's a storm shelter. It's completely a solid building that was built in 1996 and can be a complete storm shelter. That is tremendous. It's also got geothermal. What vision? When you go back to the construction in 57, they built a gym to seat 2,000 people. There were 2,012 people that lived in Grundy Center in 1950. The vision they had to get a collegiate basketball court in there is tremendous. When they did this addition, we got the auditorium. Does it need some work? Yeah, but it's fantastic. It's an amazing piece that we have. In 2016, the South Gym was built, which opens up the elementary gym and locker room area for us to renovate so we can gain some more space, because we run all of our middle school, high school activities up here at this center now that we have that new gym. And then the other piece that caught my eye, it was back in 1923 when NICL, the conference NICL, came together, and we were a part of that. And we still are a part of that. And we're committed to that. And so if you can make it and it works in your schedule to go to the award ceremony, our kids and our coaches work extremely hard, both in arts, activities, and athletics. Please support them, continue to support them as they graduate and move out in the world, and bring them back home. Because whether it's any one of these individuals who has come back home to live and to make this the greatest place in the world, we are so fortunate. So thank you again.